Hello, and welcome everyone to D6, where I, RGM, bring together a bunch of friends from across the internet to play on a D&D live stream show.
Woo!
Hooray.
Yep. We were dying for this episode.
I've been waiting for over a week and a half to get to this session. Anyways, before we go ahead and jump into tonight, I do have a few quick announcements to those of you who might be watching. First and foremost, in case you guys may not know, we are still pre-rolling. Will be the last time I will let everybody know about that. So if you have the general understanding on what our schedule is going to be, then please, by all means, continue to listen. Second off, our podcasts are finally up over on Spotify.
Yeah, buddy.
They'll be released the Saturdays. The week after the episode comes out. So when it premieres on Sunday, Wednesday, the VODs go up on YouTube. Then Saturday, the podcasts go up on Spotify and Anchor. So if you guys are interested in being caught up on all of our episodes, by all means, do go check those out. The other thing I need to do is sponsors.
Woo! Fancy!
Yeah,
Nice.
So in case you guys might not know, D6 is currently being sponsored by the wonderful people over at GamerSups, in which this is my personal shaker cup that I got from GamerSups.
Fancy.
Which is, the Varsity. And also, my personal favorite flavor, which is Blue Raz. In case you guys may not know much about GamerSups, it is a energy powder that you can get. It is not as strong as many other energy drinks. These are more for like light tailwinds, making sure that you don't have a massive crash at the end. It's 100 milligrams per scoop, and the scoops are like super dinky small comparative to other energy powders that you can get on the market right now. So if you guys are interested in getting yourself some GamerSups and perhaps even, a waifu shaker cup, then by all means go check out GamerSups and use the code SHIENPAI, SHIENPAI, in order to get 10% off of your final order. I know they always have deals, so if you want to keep an eye out over on Twitter on what those deals are, by all means, I will post them when they come. Let's see. And I don't think that there's much anything else as per sponsor reads and stuff like that.
Not really. Not right now, anyway.
Oh, give me one sec. I just noticed something.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Bye. We were
Please
left
stand
here.
by.
We were left unattended.
Yeah, no. My fault. It's my fault. It's fine. All right. So, with that being said, I don't think we have any other announcements. I guess that's pretty much it. All right. So, let us get into tonight's episode of D6. I always do this.
It's becoming a thing.
Yeah, I always do this. So, where we had last left off. As our adventurers escaped the Penance Dunes and found themselves making a deal with the upper echelons of the Adamantine Bastion in works with the EHS, or the Erzheimel Homeworld Security, they all made a deal with a known criminal known as Alouise Azure, as well as the leadership of the EHS with the Wallenstein section. This being Harleen Kapoor, and as well as one of Canis's granddaughters. In light of this, you have been sent on a mission, as per one of Alouise Azure's blackened files. You begin to hunt for what is known as the individual known as the Stonemaker. After heading back to Kilixmire, the capital of Wallenstein, in order to begin your investigations, starting at the Valfor Congress, as well as running into a wonderful little coffee shop known as Le Noir. One of the statues within the square of the Valfor Congress had exploded, laced with what could possibly be a petrifying poison. Leodon barely overcoming the endeavor, and the party trying to make their way out of the square before Alouise Azure finds himself with the party once more, discovered that the Stonemaker intends to attack anyone that had wronged him, one of which is the Arhir. After making a run to the Seraphim's Run, which is the former home of Dante, managed to find another statue ready to explode. What could possibly have been the death of many children and other staff. Alouise Azure had entered. The explosion never happened, and he exited. And now, after some information provided by Auntie June, comes to the conclusion that it is time to finally talk to the High Lord Thamian Cross. That is where we had last left off. So, as you all begin to travel throughout the city, you begin to notice that there is a certain level of restlessness going on. You begin to hear the whispers and the talk of the town as there are several people beginning to wonder about their safety now that there have been an attack near the Valfor Square. Noticing that the city is still in its dark haze, you feel like the haze becomes even thicker as the general mood of the city begins to come down far more violently. It'll be some time before you reach the square, so if you wish to discuss among yourselves.
It's a bit exciting for me, actually. I've never really been into these rich districts like this.
Are you gonna make it? Like, you don't look so good still.
I'll be fine.
Alright. I'm gonna keep my eye on you, though.
I appreciate that.
He was gonna kill children.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable.
Well, we have to go to this Isolgard place thing now.
Right. From what I've heard, it's a bunch of fancy nobles.
Oh.
If you think criminals are bad, I can assure you rich people are much worse.
Oh, I know. I know
me.
very well.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Sit
steal
here with
something.
a 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, even I'm familiar with it.
I'm gonna steal something.
Speaking of which, I would suggest we don't do anything that would provoke us getting thrown back in jail, because people with money tend to do that very easily.
Right off the bat, I'd just like to say, if anybody here commits any kind of crime, I'm gonna pretend I don't know you.
Aw, come on! Where's that thievery spirit?
I don't have it.
Dante, that's just a you thing.
I was not born with it.
Okay. Hear me out. Okay, I'll try to get something that has a bunch of it, so then I can split it amongst the four of us. Deal?
I think
no.
I'm good, actually.
Well, I mean, If I get caught, then it's just me in trouble, right?
Precisely, that's the whole point.
It's not. If you get
But if
caught,
I get away with it, then I can spread it amongst the rest of us without anyone knowing.
Dante, you can get us in trouble with our current employers, and I use that term lightly.
Thal goes through the door. I mean, bro. I was thinking, sorry. I was thinking of my previous D&D character. Sorry. Brawl just goes through the door, or whatever.
There is no door. You guys are still walking throughout the city.
He'll just find a door.
Just keep that door straight.
As you guys are walking, Alouise kind of laughing along. He does point out, you do remember that you are allowed to keep whatever you take. Legally speaking, we are not under the jurisdiction of Wallenstein. We're just...
Under the EHS that can throw us back in jail?
Well... It's
Yeah.
really dependent on how I perceive things from this point on.
Yeah, that doesn't still make me any more comfortable with it.
So what you're saying, Alouise. So what you're saying, Alouise, is you want to cut whatever I get, huh?
No, I think I'm plenty fine when it comes to the financial end of things. What I'm ultimately saying is that you're going to be dealing with a lot of uncomfortable notions while you're on this job.
Okay, well, can't argue with that.
And
nothing.
So
You can see that he doesn't seem bothered with the nature of crime. I mean, obviously being the concierge of crime.
The only two that are uncomfortable right now, I think, is Leonard and Citra.
Yeah.
all right, duly noted.
And as you guys manage to make your way back up to the tops of Kelixmeyer, you see that there is this massive area of this city. In it, you take note that the streets seem relatively empty. There are a lot of houses here, especially within Eiselgard. They're very nice. You could definitely tell the transition between the main city and then the upper city. Here, there are individuals that, while sparsely here, a lot of worried faces between those who are servants for the High Lords in the sense of like employment, and then there are a couple of High Lords and Lordesses that kind of cross these streets. Now a little bit more tense due to the earlier instigations. You do notice that there are, in fact, plenty of Arknights here that are kind of just keeping an eye, and this random group of individuals now beginning to pass. After a bit of time, one of these Arknights comes up to all of you. Halt! State your business. Can't be having you walk through Eiselgard without permission at this point in time. And you see it is a full Arknight armor set. They come out to about 6 feet high with one of these very long spears on their side. Oh, come on, speak up.
If I remember correctly, our liaison here wanted us to go speak with the Arhir.
No, with Thamian Cross.
Thamian Cross.
That's another High Lord. Lord.
Do we still have that note that Auntie June gave us from the the receipt ?
Yes, you still have that receipt. It was acclimated or acclaimed to you guys as per your investigation.
Do you guys want me to take care of this?
Yeah,
Knock yourself out.
Okay.
go for it.
Try not to do anything too ridiculous.
Okay. Well, hello there!
Oh boy.
Oh.
Sorry to be in such a cheery mood, but you see, we come from Seraphine's Down,
Seraphine's Run.
not too long ago. We were having a problem with a statue that Thamian Cross had donated to us, so we needed to go speak to him today.
There is a bit of a question to this. Like, you could see the helmet kind of shift a bit. Seraphine's Run.
I know, it's from the very low city, but they've been a really good donator to our cause of taking care of the orphans. So I was thinking, well, maybe you would just let us go see Thamian today.
This guard is perturbed, definitely. I need you to make a deception check. With disadvantage.
Okay, deception. Where are you?
The long thing in the middle.
Roll it twice and then take the lower one.
Ah, there we go. Okay. Fuck.
7.
Of course.
Okay. You can see as the guard looks sort of offhanded because of the comments about Thamian Cross. I'm sorry, but commoners are not allowed within Isogard until the matter has been handled. If you wish to speak to Thamian Cross, he is currently indisposed at the moment. So, and he begins to kind of do this as if to turn around and walk away.
Out of curiosity, the situation you're referring to is that with the incident in the with the
statue exploding?
Yes. I'll be 100% fair. Due to this incident, we have reason to believe that there are multiple threats upon any of the High Lords at this very moment. Many of them have returned to their homes for the time being for the rest of the day, with no matters to be handled. So if any of you wish to speak to any of the High Lords or Lordesses, then by all means, you could do it at a time when we are not in a state of panic.
Well, what if we're in a position to give them more information to make them feel safer?
There's a slight pause.
We legitimately have a receipt.
And do you show this receipt?
Yes.
Dante has it, so there you go. Yeah.
I show the
Okay.
receipt.
And you hand it to this guard, kind of overlooking it.
We were
I
targeted
need
too.
you guys. I need you guys to make a persuasion check.
All of us, or
Whoever wants to make this persuasion between Dante and Citra.
I have a +2.
I have +7.
You should probably do that.
I got you.
Woo! Yes.
All right, 23.
Citra just smiles, all sparkly, just.
Yeah, with the bit of assistance, and he hands back the piece of paper after thoroughly looking it over several times. Lord Thamian's abode will be 2 blocks down, and it will be the immediate house on the left. We'll be keeping an eye on all of you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. All right, guys, let's go.
Very good.
Yeah.
Citra just kind of like nudges Dante, going, "Maybe sometimes we don't have to lie."
You'd be surprised how far you can get with the truth.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
All right. So, as you guys begin to head back down to the street, as it further goes back, you notice that the houses get nicer and nicer. By the time you get to this High Lord's home, with this very magnificent iron rod gates that kind of sprawl out, and in the center of this iron rod gate, where it splits, is the symbol of the Cross family. For obvious reasons, there is a cross, but in the center, with what looks like to be almost like this, not like a humanoid skull, but it forms out to a certain elongated skull, like it's almost alien-like. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah. The gate is closed, and there are a number of notable individuals kind of working the gardens in the front before it leads back into the house.
Do we not?
All right. Is you just like bling 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 on the iron rod gate?
Hello?
And you see one of the servant heads as they turn, a rather human woman, as she comes up towards the gate. I'm so very sorry, we're not allowed to let anyone in at this very moment. I do apologize.
One of the High Guards told us to come here because we have something for the High Lord that might make him feel better about what's been going on.
Oh, the attack.
Yeah, we have a physical item to give him, or at least so we can look at it.
Dante presents it.
Okay.
Insert Will Smith presenting pose.
Yeah. As you do, she's like, Lord Cross is currently dealing with a lot at this very moment. If you don't mind just waiting just a moment, and I'll go retrieve somebody to let you in.
Okay, thank you, nice lady.
And she leaves and enters the home. Not even a few minutes later, you can kind of hear very, very muffled yelling.
Oh.
And
Perception to see what might be being said.
I'm gonna also
go ahead.
I'm gonna also roll perception.
All right, both of you go ahead and roll perception. I don't think your passive is high enough for this.
17.
What's being... 17.
My passive is 17, but I will roll.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So, bruh, you're getting little bits and pieces of this conversation, but Leo, you are listening in, even though it's very muffled. The shouting is about a particular thing that is not here, and this level of distraction is causing a fit within the house. And as the yelling becomes to get closer towards the front door, the door opens as the woman is tripping out, and another man appears. Excuse me. As this individual X's out through the front door, kind of pushing the woman out of the way. I cannot believe this. This man, as he appears nearly gaunt, bald head, he looks like he's in his late 30s, early 40s. He's not by any means disgusting, but he looks like physical death has approached. I would say he kind of has that figure from Supernatural.
Oh.
Death himself, the way he looks.
All right.
And the robes of a High Lord. Citra.
Mm-hmm.
This figure is very familiar to you.
Oh no. Citra is gonna keep the best smile as she can and just like nods her head to him a little bit out of respect. It's like, sorry to disturb you, but given the nature of what's been going on, I feel like this is rather important and you need to know.
And this figure, he looks at you. This is not Thamian Cross. Citra, this is the man that put you in jail.
Yeah, Citra is going cold on the inside. Hoping he might not recognize her.
As he looks at you with what looks like to be these sickly yellow eyes.
Oh, she's not trying to keep eye contact at this point.
Yeah.
Can I roll perception to see if Bro notices Citra's
Well, whoever's standing closer to her probably will feel like her tail kind of either curl up someone's ankle just out of needing support here. Which I'm assuming is probably Dante.
As he stares at you, you look familiar. Do I know you?
No, I'm a commoner. There's probably no reason for you to have bumped into me.
At least there's one familiar face within this group. Alouise.
Guilty as charged.
She is very happy the attention got shifted from her to him.
What did you do this time, bud?
Hey, like I said, I like to keep people
Happy. Isleguard is a lot of fun in many ways, but the High Lord on your side, I can assure you, not many problems can often come to oneself. As much as you would like to fancy your own level of frivoliousness, I think that it would have been best that you stay out of Isleguard. However, there was a certain level of information that I had appreciated from a few weeks beforehand.
I'm just here to see Thamian. That's it.
I'm sure you are.
Alouise, how useful do you believe Thamian is? And you see as the eyes and the glasses, as they begin to look towards the rest of the crew, back to this man.
He's extended his welcome. I hope that there is a simple solution for that then.
You see him kind of smile a bit before Lacquerel as he turns back to Citra.
I swear I've seen you somewhere before.
I mean, it's possible, but...
Okay, Bro said, you know it's rude to stare, right?
As the eyes shift over towards you, you feel almost like a coldness run behind your neck.
Is that Citra or Bro?
Tabura. As he looks at you and then he stares towards the rest of you. As his eyes begin to cross each and every one of yours, you feel as if there is like this draining of heat coming out.
Yeah, at this point, Citra, standing pretty close to Dante, just kind of like gripping the back of his shirt, but like making sure you can't see her arm duck behind him like that, just leaning almost, she's a little panicked.
Bro maintains eye contact with the guy.
Dante steps in front of Citra to cover her more.
Some pretty useful tools that you have here, Alouise. Let's hope that they don't break. As he folds one of the capes over his arm and he begins to walk down the streets of Islegard. He leaves you all.
And Citra finally breathes.
Jackass.
If that wasn't the High Lord, then who was he?
He's a High Lord. He's the one that accused me for trying to kill him.
Oh.
When I was just trying to get him to stop hurting someone while he was fairly drunk.
Oh, that's just great. All the more reason why I should kill him. Next time I see him.
No, because I was accused of it. Let's not actually do that.
What? What? You already been accused of a crime.
I'm not doing the crime.
The next step is just going through with it.
Bruh, she's staring at bruh like, what?
Also, Citra, how stressed out are you right now?
Very. That was a near brush with you could probably get thrown back.
Okay. As this entity begins to leave, I still need you to make a wisdom saving throw, but with advantage.
Okie dokie. It's an 18.
Okay.
Plus 2, and an 18 plus 2. So, dirty 20.
Okay. You feel something almost lurching at your heart.
Yeah. She'll probably, like, grip at it a little bit, just, like, easy.
Yeah. It's that level of uneasiness.
Yeah.
And as the woman who has been sitting there watching this entire conversation go, you are free to enter. Just be aware that Lord Cross is currently, crossed.
Yeah. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Nothing that this job doesn't demand.
It just seems wrong. Just...
Why don't...
Dante takes a good long hard look at her face. I'm gonna hand her 2 gold.
Okay.
Aww.
You hand her 2 gold. Oh, thank you.
Word of advice, if I were you, I would have just quit by now.
If only it were ever so easy. And she begins to guide you into the house, and you see several kinds of frivolous, it's almost grossly, like, tacky in here. Between, gold statues and various little artifacts on dressers, a giant center table with this large piece that is obviously an art piece, but owned by somebody that probably doesn't really care, as it doesn't seem to have been cleaned at all, especially from your perception, Leo. As she begins to guide you up the stairs and into one of the main hallways, you see this set of double doors that she and after a bit of time, the door swings open wildly. You see a human man with what looks like to be somewhat disheveled blonde hair, these brown eyes, and what is still the High Lord robes that are currently being pieced off, as there are some pieces folded over with what looks like to be a couch set. What?
Hello.
There's some people here to visit you over the matter of what had happened at the Valfor Congress. Yes, fine, whatever. All of you in. I want to have this conversation over as soon as possible.
Would kill you to say please.
Yes! As he guides you into the room, and you can see...
Brawl is just clenching his fists. Clenching his fists.
He's doing his best.
Dante is fuming, but with a smile.
Yeah.
Citra is
As
existing.
you guys enter with what looks like to be this main office, this large desk with what looks like to be piles of paperwork that just seemingly have been uncaringly looked over. There is a single couch set as well as what looks like to be 2 couch seats over this long table that goes out to the center. There is 4 paneled windows towards the back and what looks like to be rows of books. And also, what seemingly in one of the corners is this broken and just almost smashed to pieces of what was formerly a statue. And as he finally sits down and he notices as all of you walk in, there is now an Alouise Asher as he looks at him. Alouise, I was not aware that you would be making your way into my home. And with what seemingly might be a bunch of ne'er-do-wells in order to force me to do something that I prefer that I would rather not do.
Well, that was a quick assumption.
You don't know this man. You don't know him as well as I do. You don't know him as many of the High Lords and the ministers as well as I do. As Alouise, almost methodically kind of walking around the room, looking at everything. You've kept yourself busy. You kept yourself real busy. Well, it's not like, you know, somebody that you had commissioned to do something fantastic for your wife is now trying to kill you. You tried to kill him first. No, I tried to kill him after what he had taken from us.
Taken?
And now, I have other matters and other problems at hand.
What did he try to take from you?
This is of none of your concern.
Oh, I think it's all of my concern. Dante starts walking over really angry-like.
Excuse you, and who might you possibly be?
Dante, and that's all you have to know.
While this is happening, I'm just gonna gaze around the room.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Investigation.
Since Dante walked
Here I
away,
go.
Citra's gonna stand closer to, I guess it would be Leo and Bruh. Just stay small, and they won't perceive you.
Dante throws down the receipt down on the table.
Okay.
That's a 10.
Because of whatever thing you have between the Stonemaker, my orphanage almost got obliterated. So you tell us right now what is going on with the Stonemaker, and what it has to do with you, and what it has to do with this whole city.
Make an intimidation check.
Ooh, spicy.
Angry.
This is an angry man, but he is a fucking coward. You can tell.
Dante.
Oh, low checks.
And damn it!
All right. So first, Leo. I mean, there are obvious things that kind of just sprawl out within the entirety of this room. Several different pieces of paperwork. You can see that on the table there's currently a tea set that hasn't been moved in weeks, as well as what looks like to be a gold ring that's just there.
Like wedding ring kind of band or something other kind of ring?
Well, this is what Leo
Oh, okay,
noticed.
sorry.
It's not you. Yeah. And obviously there's plenty of books on the shelves as you begin to see. There's a bunch of little like rare tchotchkes, those little Fabergé eggs and shit like that. And as you begin to hear the argument coming over from Dante, you're not as scary as you would like to believe yourself, now would you?
Bruh.
I can assure you what had been stolen from me is a very priceless artifact that me and a few other High Lords would have liked to keep within our possession.
as far as I care to make you any and all aware, I don't care what happens to children. I don't care whatever these names are.
Wait,
My concern is with the artifact.
Okay, bro steps in, stay with him dead in the eyes. Say that again about the kids, and I'll break your fucking neck.
Feeling a little bit...
Ganged up on.
Yeah. As he picks up the paper that was slammed down on his desk, and he looks at all of you. While you're spending time on me, there are a couple of names here that you could be processing.
You're just the first one.
Besides, what is even your care for the Stonemaker anyways? He's obviously an insane man who's out for some strange vendetta.
Look, I don't give a rat's ass about your relationship with the Stonecutter or whatever. We have a job to do, and we just want to see it through.
Oh yes, the job that you're currently under the ever so magnificent Alouise Azure, the concierge of crime, I suppose.
This man seems to really be on a defense, like, guilt kind of deal, and Citra's squinting at this point.
Make an insight check then.
Yeah.
Given how
Damn it.
much he doesn't want any of you here.
It's an 8.
Yeah. I mean, he's obviously on the defense. There's 5 people that just walked into his house and started demanding answers. Somebody that isn't even inclined to give them. And given Thamian's disposition, he obviously doesn't see you all as important, as he has other matters to attend to.
I have to assume the Stonemaker, that's not his real name, though.
Stonemaker was the name of his company, which is where he would do all of his work. And we have gone back to that warehouse on many different occasions, but he is never there. So, after his first little foray down south, he ended up taking up the moniker, or at least that's what a lot of us ended up doing. It was a lot easier to identify the Stonemaker for his actions. But I don't care. I want to find the Stonemaker. And I want to take back what he stole from me.
Well, then why not help us?
We're trying to do the same thing.
Ah yes, a bunch of commoners that seemingly just walk into my home and then pretend like they all know exactly what they're doing. Yes, that sounds fantastic.
Versus hiding in your house?
It's the safest place that I possibly can be.
As far as you know.
Oh, I get it. You're just a coward. You're afraid to do what's right, so you're just hiding in your little abode. Yeah, I can see. I can see it right now.
Obviously, you've all wasted enough time questioning me. How about this? And looking at the paper, Kimi Figueroa, the whore of the Queen's benevolence. And you see as Alouise turn his head violently. Try not to raise such a name with somebody like that. The next time you do, it could cost you dearly, Thamian. And you all begin to see, almost as if the pressure of the room has increased tenfold with just the weight of that word. Thamian looking back. My debt with you has already been paid. You're wasting all your time on me. And I've entertained this little foray long enough. Get out.
You forgot to say the magic word.
But he'll die.
Hey, I'm not leaving until he says the magic word.
Dante's gonna do a quick perception check on the windows to see if they're locked.
They are. With your passive, you can tell that they are. And Alouise does not move. He doesn't want to move. He has no intention to. He's well across the room, and you guys are kind of spread out away from him, but you see that the way he talked about this person almost hits hard. And as he looks down to the table and he looks back at Thamian, I can imagine that Miss Cross is currently not happy with you due to how well you could possibly know the Orion of the Queen's benevolence. And you can see as he... Are you questioning my loyalty to my wife? Yes.
Ooh.
Oof.
You're currently still wearing your wedding ring, obviously.
Citra just covers her mouth like...
And looking down at the table, and her band is currently on the table. Which can only mean one of two things. Either one, you're cheating on her, and in order to make up for whatever you had done with none other than the actual Queen of Benevolence, you decided to buy her a very fancy handmade gift of a statue, to which she probably wasn't exactly happy with, now was she? You can see the face of Thamian beginning to lean across. This conversation is over. No, it's not. Because if the Stonemaker is now after Kimmy, it's everyone that has dared to associate with you. Which means that he knows her as well. Which means that he's going to attack her as well. And as he leans back in the chair, and what do I care about some whore? And as he says that, Alouise, as he looks down for a bit, well, I suppose we've gotten everything we need. And he looks to all of you. Try to ignore what happens next.
Okay.
With all of you. As Thamian looks curiously at Alouise in almost a single matter of an instant, way too fast for any of you to even know, as he pulls out something from under his waistcoat and you hear
Nice.
in the hand of Alouise Azure, you see what is this long-barreled gun and now 3 bullet holes in one Thamian Cross as he
Thal starts. Why do I keep saying Thal? Brawl starts looking around, looting to see what he can steal.
Oh god. Citra's in shock right now.
Why did you do that?
Hey, nice job.
He overstayed his welcome.
Yeah, he was a prick. I wonder if there's some gold around here.
Citra's gonna step out of the room for just nope.
And he walks over to you, Leo. You have the information that you need.
head to the Benevolent Queen as soon as possible with the rest of the crew. I have other matters to attend to at this moment. I can't keep holding all of your hands. And begin to see as he reapplies the gun from under the waistcoat, and he begins to start walking out.
Hey, thanks for killing that prick. I really wanted to do it, but you beat me to it.
Indeed.
Dante just kind of covers his mouth, just trying to keep it together.
I think you should stop holding our hands. Yours are clearly covered in blood.
Hey, he did what he felt was right, dude. You can't really fault him from it. If someone insulted my wife like that, he would have been dead. He would have been dead within 7 seconds.
I'm sure.
Citra's
Leo
just quiet.
storms out.
Yep.
While he does, though, Leo's going to look at the room that gaunt individual came out of.
Which was the main foyer was where
Yeah.
he had walked out into the garden. What are you looking for?
Leo is going to look around. Is there anybody in the hallway?
Just Citra.
There's Citra, and there are a few people at the bottom of the stairs kind of curiously trying to figure out what just happened.
Dante's gonna steal the guy's face.
Okay. As you take the face of Thamian Cross.
Wait, you steal his face?
Yup.
As a changeling, changelings can change their faces however they like.
And I stole this one because I didn't get consent.
Otherwise, consent.
Oh wait. I also do I have to roll investigation to see what I picked from his room?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Oh.
Ooh.
I mean, there's a bunch of things in this room.
Oh,
There's
boy.
Fabergé eggs, there's little statues. There's a box on the desk that looks like it's locked.
Okay. I wonder if I can break it with.
You can still take the box. You don't have to do it here.
All right. Yep. I'm totally taking this. Looks like it's worth something.
All right. As you take the box and you bag it, and you all begin to kind of hurry out of the room because you are now in an active crime scene.
All right.
As you shut the door, Dante, as you begin to walk out with Thamian's face, and I would say due to the nature of changelings, you're allowed to change your clothes to match as well.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry too much about that, unless it's
all fleshy.
Unless it's somebody that can, yeah.
It's really cool, though.
As you guys shut the door behind you and begin to make your way down, Alouise Azure has long since left this abode. As you guys begin to walk down, and you see one of the servant girls come up to you, Dante. It's just like, Master Cross, what happened? What was that sound? Are you okay?
Can I roll for deception?
I mean, she's heavily convinced that you are already Thamian Cross.
Okay, all right.
He's rude. Keep that in mind.
Okay, there we go. It doesn't matter what happened up there. Get back to work.
Right away, sir. Sorry. It's as she begins to head back into the main gardens, as you begin to walk out with the rest of the crew and make your way out into the streets of Isleworld.
I'm not leaving just yet.
All right. What do you?
While we're stopped at that foyer, I do want to look at the door that the gaunt man came out of earlier.
Well, like I said, he was leaving out through the front of the house. You never actually saw what he was inside the house.
Okay, I thought he came out of a room and then into the foyer.
No. He was in the foyer, went into the garden, and then met you guys at the gate. Yeah. I mean, if you want to check around the foyer, go ahead and make me a quick investigation.
Quick investigation. Here I go.
Yeah.
Quickly, that is an 11.
Okay.
Fastest.
As you begin to kind of just try and look around for whatever you possibly can, there is this slight notion as if something probably was here. It was probably picked up by Thamian a while ago, or there was probably something at this main table. But also, as you begin to touch the table, it's almost as if the energy in your arm slightly leaves and you kind of go away from it, like the heat leaves you and then comes back once you relieved yourself at the table. It's very weird, very strange. And, you know, it only gets cold out in the nighttime, usually, but this is a cold city, being at a mountaintop.
I was about to ask
Cold
what the weather's like
indeed.
here. Poor Citra.
Yeah.
All right.
As
Yeah, I'll rush.
all of
I'll
you-
rush out then.
Yeah. All of you making your way out and finding yourselves well within the city once more. You have a headway into whatever direction you would like. There are a few.
Well,
So either you can try and find out where the stonemaker's warehouse was, or you can meet this Kimi Figueroa if you desire.
I would say Kimmy, because Alouise was very adamant about it. Citra has kind of got this 1,000-yard stare. It's kind of like autopilot right now.
I'm beginning to trust Alouise's judgment.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't matter to me. As long as the guy's not a prick, I don't care.
I love her.
But if he starts acting up,
He's
I
going to
call
kill
dibs.
you just. He's going to kill you just as quickly as he killed that man.
You really put us in some kind of sticky situation now.
Oh, I'm not talking about the Alouise guy. I totally agree what he did. Again, if he talks shit about my wife, he would have been dead by now. He would have been dead.
Can I go back into the house?
I mean, if you so desire, what are you looking for?
I need to clean up the body, man. I can't leave evidence, because somebody's gonna come looking for the last people who saw him.
That's...
I mean, as far as everybody knows, you're the last person that saw him was the servant lady, and she knows that you're out. So she doesn't even believe that there's a dead body in the house to begin with.
As far as she knows, she left.
Wait. She was the last person to see the guy, and he's dead. I don't know. That doesn't sit right with me. Then she gets accused of the crime. That doesn't sit right with me.
You're not 100% exactly sure what this scenario will end up being, but it will be a near impossibility to hide that body with what time you have, and also currently as your investigation goes on.
Okay.
I mean,
it optionally, if you want to try, I won't stop you, but I'm letting you know the time you spend trying to get rid of this body is going to take up time of the day that you could be using for your investigation.
I mean,
Okay.
we could split up. We could split up.
I have an idea. I have a quick idea. All right. How loose is that thing on the gate? That cross.
It's not loose. It's made out of wrought iron, like it's a part of the gate.
Bruh, how hard do you think it will be to take that thing off?
Without anybody noticing?
Let's see. Bro, he's not really that strong. He's more of a dexterous type of person.
Fairly certain the strong one is Leo.
I mean, I could just chop up the.
Hello.
I mean, I'm assuming I still have I have a sword now. I could just chop
Remember,
I could chop
there's guards everywhere.
I have an idea.
What's the idea?
I want to pull that cross off the gate, and I want to have my hawk send it somewhere on the opposite direction of where we're going. So if somebody does find the body, they're going to go in the direction of wherever they found this cross.
Oh, that's clever.
So, Leo, does that sound like a good plan to you?
Nope. I think we should be running in the opposite direction of this place. I think we need to focus on our task of finding the Stonemaker and not with this. Because unbelievably, we have bigger problems than what just happened.
Dude, if we don't do something, that lady's gonna get accused, more than likely. And
We can't.
Oh, so now you're concerned with somebody else's well-being.
Yep.
Leo, you have to hear me out. This is gonna help us find the Stonemaker. Because if we have a whole horde of these fucking guards trying to find us, they're gonna be going in the direction they saw us go, and not where this freaking cross is.
You're assuming they make that smart assumption. We need to go. Besides, you're gonna try to get something off an iron rock gate in the middle of the streets where these guards are all over the place, and they've already seen our faces anyway. We need to go.
Okay.
So
I agree. We're wasting time.
Whatever.
Fine. All right, let's go.
All right.
You didn't make me have to do persuasion? Awesome.
I mean, sometimes you don't even have to.
Now,
Hey!
Yeah. So you guys have the decision. Either you can find the warehouse or you can go to the Benevolent Queen.
I would say the Queen because they said that he's never in there. And he's pretty much going after people on this list. So why not meet him where we think he's going to be?
Sounds
Benevolent
logic.
Queen.
To Kimi Fagrio.
Alright. So, as you guys head into the city...
How long of a walk is this? Because teacher needs to chill.
Benevolent Queen.
I mean, considering that you've been maintaining your mentality, Citra, you've been relatively good about it.
Yeah, she's just trying to stay calm, hence the kind of autopilot, the toned down cheeriness now.
Yeah. As you guys walk again through the city and trying to find the Benevolent Queen, there are plenty of people who know where the Benevolent Queen is. It is still within the upper city as you make your way into what is known as the Entertainment District.
Hell yeah.
Here within the Entertainment District, it is what one could possibly expect. As the sun begins to set towards the south, and you begin to see people as they're beginning to light the street. The lanterns, there are individuals coming from all across the city that find themselves well and entertained here. There are the obvious courtesans who come to try and barker you guys into their house. And as you make your way further into the district, you see with what looks like, and Burra, you would understand this architecture a little bit better, as it looks like to be that of Yimnan architecture, as there is this large, beautiful building that comes up to a certain rise, almost as if it's built like a ship that was placed here. As you guys pass into the Benevolent Queen, you are met with several individuals at the front as they all present themselves in a very formal way. You see there are two women here, one of half-elf descent and one of halfling descent, as, you know, hands, knees, and presentation. Welcome to the Benevolent Queen. Are you looking for a particular client for this evening?
We are looking for Kimi Fagrio.
And as the halfling looks up, unfortunately, the Orion is not a person looking for clients this night.
The Orion?
Orion, I think,
Yep.
or something like that, right?
Orion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Orion. We're not clients. We need to speak to her about a serious matter. Please, it's important.
As the two individuals look at each other, and the half of it, she rises up and goes out towards the back. And as she's walking along the long halls, you can definitely hear the sounds of several individuals making themselves familiar with one another. As one of the main doors is slightly opened before walking in and then closing. You hear a soft bell as it rings throughout the entirety of the building, and all sound begins to stop. As the door opens, all the other doors go.
Oof. Yeah, teachers are like surprised now, like, what?
The Orion will see you. As a woman begins to walk out around the door and then reclaim her space.
I'll start moving towards where we're being guided, dude.
Alright. All of you walk through this house. You can see the shadows from the lanterns lit within the rooms. They all, almost as if they all follow you down the hallway to the main room. As you pass through the door is slightly shut as it climbs to a certain level. As all of you begin to walk up, you see a single individual as she's sitting across the table. This is a tiefling woman. She has a very purple complexion with these diamond white eyes and red sclera, emerald green hair that just flows on for several inches. And you could see her horns look like a crown, with one major one as it comes up. There's a set jewel along with the chains that go down. And there are these beautiful Yimnin-like silk robes that just layer on top of one another. And the hair, as it waves down towards the front, you can see this large ornate design in the back. As the eye looks towards all of you. Welcome. I am Kimi Figueroa. You may also refer to me as the Benevolent Queen. You've come to inform me on a matter of great importance.
A matter of your safety, as a matter of fact. We come on the behest of someone we believe may be a friend of yours.
The diamond white eye looks at you.
Alouise.
Alouise is not with us.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like whispering to him. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I'm whispering the name because I don't want to be overheard by anybody.
My bad.
A great ally to the Cobalt organization. He has helped many in different ways. In my ways, I've prevented many individuals having sailed across the sea to be sold off. And these efforts have been prevented due to my assistance in his. I freely accept what you intend to give me in this information. But it is a debt I must repay, and I'd rather it sooner than later. So, present me this gift of information.
Dante, the receipt.
We believe that you may soon become a target of the Stonemaker.
Rav Ironwood.
Rav Ironwood.
He was a good man when I first met him.
What happened?
I remember the night in which he was poisoned. He fled to me. With the assistance of a few of my healers, we've managed to suppress the poison that was dwelling within him, and also due to his own natural constitution, being a dwarven man. However, there was something else about him, almost as if something sickly twisted after his interaction with Thamian Cross, his wife.
We know that was caused because Thamian Cross believed he had something stolen from him.
The question that remains to me is that why would Rav want to target me instead of his perpetrators?
He is targeting anyone who has any connection with the perpetrators. And he may believe that you have some connection to Thamian Cross.
Dante snaps his fingers. Oh my god. Oh my god, are you the one? Are you the one he was cheating on his wife with?
I am the proprietor of this brothel, in case you might not know. I've always known Thamian Cross to not be a honest man, but I still took him on as a client instead.
And his...
I see that my mistake has now cost me my safety. As she looks at all of you, I can have some arrangements made to protect this place and myself. However, I believe I have a debt to now pay. Looking at you, Leo.
We need to find Rav. And soon, before he hurts anyone else.
Then I believe I shall pay you in twofold. All of you. But first, as an entertainer, I also find myself to be entertained by my clients.
come.
Do all of you believe in the idea of fate? As you see over the table with what looks like to be a waved hand, a small deck of cards appear.
And can I roll insight?
Sure, go ahead.
13.
13? She doesn't seem malicious towards any of you, but she obviously wants you to stick by, not just only to pay back her debt, but also to provide a certain form of entertainment.
Me and my people believe we are as leaves blown in the wind, and we will land where we may. So I suppose, in some fashion, yes.
Looks at all of you as well, and then looking at you, Dante. Do you believe in fate?
Say one more time.
Do you believe in fate?
You know what? I believe I do.
And then Citra.
Citra's like kind of poking her fingers together, like, I'm still on the fence about that.
And then towards you, Buddha.
I create my own fate.
We all seemingly have a different answer to fate, do we not?
Fair.
I find that understanding ourselves to start, and then where it leads us, are two very different things. Fate brings us to our path. Destiny is its destination. Fate controls destiny. And looking at you, Leo, please allow me to provide you a semblance of fate. As she begins to pull the cards from the stack, and almost as if like keeping a single finger on one of the cards as it begins to sprawl out in a small circle, and she presents it towards you. Please pick 3 cards.
Dante takes
Tentative.
3
Do
immediately.
you take them?
Tentatively, Leo will spread his 3 fingers out, and he'll set them on the cards and slowly drag them towards him.
Okay. And she does pass the cards to each and every one of you. As all of you pick 3 cards from this small stack, and she asks for them back as she puts them onto the table. I'll start with you. Almighty Fearbog. I believe you are from the southern area.
The
Yes.
Far Cloud tribe is where I hail from. We're nomads.
The Far Clouds. Protectors and keepers of the Rythro swamps. Not kings, not queens, but masters of the dangers that lurk there. As she draws the first card, she presents a throne. You are supposed to be a leader. A mighty one. Many of your people had depended on you. And due to that, your leaving has caused a certain fluctuation and change.
I had to leave. They raised me and they brought me up, but they're not my tribe.
as she reveals the third card, the Fool. It is because of what you do not know. You feel like that there is a lacking in yourself. Your tribe, well, they did bring you to where you are. You're somebody that searches long and far due to your lack of intelligence and knowledge of the world. Your present tells that you are a fool.
If these last couple of months have taught me anything, I suppose that is correct.
And from your present, the world can be dictated in many different ways. But it is your lack of leadership and your foolishness that can be the downfall. She presents the card of Flames. Your future would dictate that everything you know will burn. However, making the decisions that are often the most difficult, can unlock many a different kind of futures. As she waves the hand over the flames on the table, it reveals a key. Yes. Knowledge is the key to many things. However, it is the right knowledge that dictates your future. And it will be the key to your freedom. As the cards shuffle back into a single stack, and she folds them back over and then places them. Who would like to be next?
Well, I guess I'll go.
You are definitely the most interesting of the crew.
I've heard that from a lot of people.
Wink.
Very well. You are with no name. You wear many different faces, I can see. But your past reveals that you came from the night. She reveals the card of the moon. You were born from the moon. And it is your guide. However, the night comes with many its own dangers. You could have lost many things during the time of the moon, and you have gained many things during the time of the moon. However, that does not tell much, as your current present is revealed. The Jester, as she presents it. You wear many faces. You have many different talents and skills. But it is all the mirage that you are. You're hiding behind everything and nothing. Protector, thief, defender, kleptomaniac. Is she looking at you, Dante? However, your future would dictate that all can crumble, as she reveals the card of the comet. In a great deal of time, you could lose it all. However, fate is not always so keen on a single outcome. She waves over the comment. And she reveals the scroll of the Vizier. Yes. While not a leader, you are one to speak for others, defend others. This impending destruction is based off of your ability to define the future of leaders. Assist them. As all the cards begin to collapse back, shuffle back in.
Well, that was a lot.
She points towards both Bora and Citra. Who shall go first?
Brawl pushes Citra.
She pushes her?
Pushes her.
Yeah.
She stumbles forward a little bit. She's like, next time just ask.
I have no interest. I have no interest in this, so you just go.
Don't touch me like that. And just hands her the cards.
As she takes the cards and she begins to draw the first one. Yes, you are the most curious out of the four. You are a star.
Huh?
First of your kind.
What?
You shine brightly, even in the greatest of darkness. It is not like the sun. The sun is a guiding light, but the star, while there are an infinite number of you, there is still only one. And due to your rarity, due to who you are, there are many who would like to understand you, and then there are many who would prefer to not even look at you, much like many of the stars of the night. However, your present defines something greater. She reveals a door, the dungeon, the keyhole in the center of it. Yes. Something in you, locked away, emotions, sadness, disparity. Within you, a warden. It could be anything. But you feel like you are trapped. And it is hard to get out. You've escaped one place only to find yourself in another. However, in search of freedom, there is always the potentiality for ruin. Revealing the card of a broken building, destruction, pain, suffering. Within your dungeon lies a warpath. Even though you present yourself as a peace walker. Everything you know could come crumbling down. Destruction, unfathomable. Death, innumerable. The fate of you does not lie beyond peace or war, but rather your future could also dictate balance. As the card shifts and changes, quelling your warden, finding inner peace. that can define an individual.
She is very spooked, and she just kind of nods politely, but doesn't say anything. But then also looks right at Bro going, your turn.
I'm not interested. I already said I'm not interested.
As she looks at you, 4 cards get presented onto the table, regardless. Burra. Watson. As the first card flips, you see the Knight. An honorable man at one point. This honor dictated your every action, your every move. Everything you ever were, everything you ever are, was based off of this honor. However, somebody with less honorable means has a less honorable present. You now run from a rogue who hunts you and wants your death. You have done something that you shouldn't have.
Ross grimaces his teeth.
However, your future will dictate from your present. As she presents the skulls, as see-through as they are.
I was gonna say, it's being magical right now.
Yeah. Death comes for you, Mr. Watson. And then, as she waves the hand over the 4th card, appears the sun. All death comes with rebirth. You could shine once more. Refined honor. You are a guiding light, even through all the darkness. Thank you, all, for being so entertaining. I appreciate you spending time with me. As she says that, you hear the door from down below begin to slam open, and heavy footfalls on these wooden floors. As one of the many patrons here, as he comes around the corner of the room and he's like, Lady Kimmy, there's a bunch of guards here that are trying to look for you, and they have the weapons drawn.
What?
I suppose I could either go with them, or perhaps, as she looks towards all of you, I could be indebted once more.
Why would there be guards' weapons drawn?
They've been detailed to have their weapons drawn. Make a decision now,
Alright,
guys.
what are we feeling, guys?
We're taking her with us.
Take over first.
Yep.
Alright.
Let us flee.
Well then. It's not gonna be an easy way to get out then.
Oh boy. Here we go. So hold on to your butts.
Excuse me. It's this individual here. All right. As you guys begin to hear the sounds of what is the crashing doors opened and people yelling and screaming down from below in the later end of the building, you hear one more door as it begins to slam open and the heavy footfalls of armor begin to enter the room. I need you all to make initiative rolls.
Hey.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna do the usual thing that I usually do is I'll go across the table and ask for initiatives. I gotta.
Okay.
All right. So, starting with Seacher.
17.
What's it now?
17. 15 plus 2.
Okay. All right, and Leodon.
Natural 20, 21.
Okay.
Sorry, how do I do the
All
check
right.
again?
So on your sheet, below your
Proficiency.
stats.
Oh, okay, it's initiative.
Yeah, it'll be. Yeah. And then 7. Okay. Okay, and then Buddha.
22.
Rules. House rules is that anybody that rolls a natural 20 still goes first. So you are going after Leo.
Noise.
Yeah. I wrote it down just in case.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So as you hear the footfalls, Kimi Figueroa, you're under arrest for the murder of Thamian Cross.
What?
Damn it.
All right. So, that being said, Leo, you're up first.
I just wanted to explore the world. I'm going to. So each of these squares is 5 feet, I'm assuming. Alrighty. I'm going to look out and into the hallway.
Just
have
lean
my
out.
hand on my hat and be like, shh.
Yeah. As you look out into the hallway, you see 4 fully armed individuals, guardsmen, as well as just beyond the door of one of the rooms with what looks like to be an Arc Knight.
Oh boy. Oh man. Okay. Is this area up in the big square that I'm at? Is that a window?
There's a window here. There's a window here, and then it just keeps
Okay.
going down.
How high up are we?
You're close to about 20 feet up.
Okay, so it'll be a bit of a
Sting.
crunch if we try to jump out these windows.
Yeah.
All right. Leo's going to look from window to window, look down at the hallway of guards, and go. He's going to whistle, and as he does,
Okay.
just a cacophony of tweeting birds burst in through the windows and swarm into the hallway as I cast Entangle.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Fancy.
It is a 20-foot square from a point within range.
my
Yep.
template. Okay. Not that big.
Yeah.
Yep.
I cast Entangle right in that big area. Everyone in that area needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
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 Strength saving throws. All right. So first one's gonna be a 15.
Succeeds.
Second one's gonna be a natural 1.
Fail.
Second one's gonna be third one's gonna be a natural 20,
Succeed.
and the last one's gonna be an unnatural 20.
Succeeds.
So this guy is entangled. Let me grab my.
Yes. So 3 of them succeed.
Okay, so it is restrained, right?
He is restrained. He can make. Oh, in order to break out of it, he has to make a strength check next time.
Okay. Good to know.
Not a saving throw, a check.
Okay.
Also, that big area.
That will be against
Yes,
your
that
DC.
20-foot area is also now considered difficult terrain, as this flock of hummingbirds is just coming in and like bumping into their legs and poking their shins.
That is adorable.
They just right through the windows as these magical blue little birds start swarming this entire area. And you begin to see as the guards go, what the hell? And they're trying to bat them down and away. And that's going to be Leo's action?
Yes, that's my action. I'm going to use the rest of my movement to put myself up against the wall here. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. I'm going to look to the others and I'm going to like gesture towards the windows and be like, guess we're doing this. And I'm going to heave a hand axe from my belt and that'll be my turn.
All right.
So you're trying to instruct us to jump out a window.
Shrug.
All right, Buddha,
All
you're
right.
up.
First off, question: do I have my sword because I don't see it on my character sheet?
Did you add it to your equipment?
If it's in your equipment, you just have to basically have it equipped to you.
Yeah.
If it's just in your inventory.
It's not in my equipment.
Check your. Oh.
I'll have to add it myself. All right. What type of sword is it?
Yep.
I'm sorry.
It's a longsword for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just add that really quick. Okay. Cool.
It's just flavored in the style of a samurai sword.
All right.
Yo.
All right. So it's just a long sword. It's just a normal long sword. Okay. Now. Okay. Let's see. What am I doing? So Leo's motioning us to jump out the window.
I made a suggestion.
Let's see, there's 4 guards.
Yep.
How far can I move?
Let's see. 6. You can get up to this guard if you really want to try.
But that's nah, it had to be there's no way you can tank 3 guards right now. Bra walks up to the wall to the no, it's to the wall next to Citra, I think.
Yeah, I'm the teal one.
Yeah, he sees the 4 guards, squints, then he looks out the window, and he's like, good grief. And then he makes his way to the window.
You poke your head out from the side of the window. It is a 20-foot drop.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's see. He goes out the window.
All right. Go ahead and make me a athletics or acrobatics
Let's see.
check.
They're both 2. What? Oh, proficiency though for athletics. 16.
Hey!
Noise.
All right. So you're taking half damage.
Yay, half damage.
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as you jump out and crawl through the window seal. As you jump out and you hit the ground, you swear you probably heard something crack as you hit the ground. And you coming up from the cobblestone, you begin to see some individuals as they're also trying to make their way out of the Benevolent Queen, now slightly confused that you're here.
This isn't good for my knees.
Yep. All right. That's gonna be Border's action. All right.
Boing.
All right. Citra, you are up.
Ooh, fun. Quick question with thaumaturgy. Could I cause a tremor enough to knock over a candle or something to spook them with maybe a fire suddenly catching? Or is there nothing in the area?
I mean, there's. I mean, all the lighting is done by sconces and a few torches. You would have to actually physically grab this in order to
Got it.
knock it onto the floor.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was just trying to see if I can do something smart for like a second. She sees what Leodon is pointing at and looks at Dante going, if enough of us are down there, we can catch her. If you're gonna have to jump, ma'am, it's gonna be fun.
As you see as she gets up, well then, let us get on our way.
Cool. So Citra's gonna take Leo immediately at his word and trust him and literally just run and jump through window.
Boing.
She just jumps and I think Leo's starting to get it.
All right, so
I just watch her sail by.
Yeah, I will have you go ahead and make a acrobatics or athletics check.
18.
Hey!
18? All right.
If I can't get my deck stuff, I am not a good monk.
Yeah. So that's 5 points of bludgeoning damage, half.
So that's to what? Rounding up or rounding down? Okay.
Rounding down.
So 2.
All right. All right, and that's gonna be Citra's turn. All right. This is the Arc Knight. As he enters the center of the room, and he trying to get through all the birds, almost as if completely undisturbed by them. He is noticing somebody going out the side of the window. Get guards out to the street now! And yep, that will be the end of his turn. Next up are the actual guards. These 3.
Remember that first square is difficult terrain.
Yep. Yep, that's as far as they're gonna get. And then this one, 1, 2. That one. Okay. So I'm gonna have these 2 guards are going to make 1 attack onto Leo, 1 attack onto Dante. One is leaving, and then 1 is stuck until the end of the turn. Alright. Okay, so So the first attack is going to be a 19 on you, Leo. Okay. you're gonna take 5 points of piercing damage as the large spear, as it hits you in your side, just barely grazes, and then hits the back of the wall before being pulled back. Dante, that is going to be a 10 to hit. I'm assuming not. And it misses you, Dante, as you are too fast as the spear comes down overhead and you are just barely off to the side as it hits the floor and then pulled back out of the wood.
I need to make a Constitution save to maintain concentration on Entangle.
Yep.
5. No good.
Yeah.
Nope. So as that entire area, as all the birds begin to dissipate into air, you see a large Arc Knight fully ready to start making his way towards you. All right. And now it's the guard's turn for save.
He doesn't need to make a save anymore.
That's
He's no
gonna be,
longer entangled.
Oh. Well then, and that will be the end of the guards' turns. Dante, you're up.
I want to do. Hold. I want to do sneak attack on the guard that's currently in front of me.
Being a swashbuckler, you can do that.
Oh.
Does put you at slight disadvantage, so I'm going to move you over one square so you can make your ranged attack. And then, so make a ranged attack. If it hits, then add your sneak attack damage.
Okay, how do I make ranged attack?
Should be with your longbow and your equipment.
Okay.
Like, you'll see your attacks.
How do I do this? I'm so sorry.
You see the hit DC? You click on that.
Click on longbow?
The longbow and your hit DC button.
Yeah, there should be a little box.
This is like a plus whatever next to it.
Yeah.
I think I'm having some issues here. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so
It should-
on your sheet, it should say under actions, and it should still list your weapons.
Unless your weapon
Oh,
is not
action.
equipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. It's equipped.
Then
I
you hit the hit DC next to it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. First
There
time
you
D&D
Sorry
player. 8. Okay, so as you spin around and you try to avoid this spear, you literally come out and you draw your longbow and one of your arrows and you fire it and it just off the armor.
Shit.
Yep. You still have 25 feet of movement. Is there anything else that you want to do for the rest of your action if you still have bonus actions as well?
Let me see.
We're just trying to clear a path for Miss Queenie over here to get out.
Let me see. Let me see. Can I go in for a punch?
You've already
I
made
already
your
made my
attack.
Okay, bonus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move in closer.
Okay. Gonna go right up into him.
Because I need Miss Queenie to move behind me and try to get to that second window.
Okay. She does move after all of you. She rolled really low. And let's see. As she brings out some of the cards that she had drawn, as they begin to kind of float in air, she is going to far as she can get without getting into attacking range with these guys. However, as she pulls one of the cards from the air, she is going to unleash a firebolt into the back of the guard that is currently targeting
Hell
Dante.
yeah.
Natural.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
It got spicy.
She's as strong as she is hot.
And she's...
And the way that I detailed her, she really is.
Citra is impressed.
All right, and it's going to be 9 points of fire damage on this guard as he... What the hell? As he looks towards back as this rather now malevolent force facing him. Stupid bitch. And he's going to turn and start going towards her, but we'll wait for his round. As it is now top of the round. Leodon, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to grip my hand axe, look at this guy and be like, sorry, buddy, didn't want to do this. And he's going to raise it up above him. He probably towers over this guy as well.
Oh, yeah, no.
How tall is he?
I mean, he comes up to about your chin.
How
Sorry,
tall
buddy.
is
And
Leo?
I'll swing down with my hand axe on him.
Okay.
Oh, come on! That was almost a 19. That's an 8.
Yeah. As it just gleams off of the side of the armor. Pring! And he's all like, what the hell? Sorry about what? And drawing the spear back. Anything else you want to do?
There's something I can do here. I believe. No, I can't do that. I need to hit with the attack first. I just look to... I look to the guy. I look to the Arc Knight. Swallow. I'll look to the open window that's next to me and be like, sorry for escaping, I guess. And he'll hold his breath, and he just is invisible. He's gone.
What?
I'm using my ability as a Furbolg, my hidden step.
Oh.
I am invisible until the start of my next turn. And I'm just gonna shuffle out the window.
Shuffle on out.
You coward!
All right, as shuffles out, go ahead and make me an acrobatics or athletics check.
This is gonna be great. Hey, 18. It was great.
I was real worried that if
Alright,
you rolled a 1, you were gonna land on one of us.
All right, so you're gonna take 3 points of damage, and that's already happened.
Damn.
Hooray!
Yep, 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you go over and you go, and your invisibility dissipates because you took
I
damage.
moan loudly. Oh!
Yeah, you can hear the actual like cobblestone slightly shift and move from the pure weight of your
I
size.
think I hit my knee.
Yeah, you
All
won't
right.
get off.
Bora is gone. Citra, you guys are kind of waiting for anybody else to come out the window
She's
at
ready
this
to
point.
catch this lady. That's what Citra's waiting on.
Yep. All right. Next up is the Arc Knight.
Oh.
Back!
Being adjacent from Dante, as you hear the and almost as if wrapping around the corner with a single hand with a large blade. Dante, this pressure to you is familiar. In fact, this Arc Knight is familiar. As he looks at you, Samael again. You just don't know when to quit. As he's gonna make his 2 attacks onto you, Dante. All right. So that's going to be a 14 to hit. And look at your armor class.
It should be the big shield beneath your speed.
It's 14.
All right, meets it beats. And then the second attack, it's going to be a 21.
Oh.
So he's coming down with 2 sword attacks. All right. First one is going to be 13 points of slashing damage. And the second one is going to be 12 points of slashing damage. As the sword comes up over towards your shoulder, you feel the large, glaring pain as it crawls across your physicality, and you just... And then another strike on your shoulder as it just barely clips you in your armor, and you just feel as if the blade is shaving off a piece of your flesh as it cuts deep and then pulls out. All right. Yep. Yeah, Arc Knights are not to be fucked with. All right. What's your health at, by the way?
How do I? What was I supposed to do?
It's the box in the top right corner of your screen, the big long rectangle. It should say hit points beneath it.
Uh-huh.
How many of those do you have?
I have 15.
Oh.
Dante's down.
So what do I do?
You're down. You fall unconscious as the pure weight of the damage hits you like a fucking truck. You're lucky he cannot fucking kill you.
Damn.
For future reference, just you see the little box that's next to your hit points where it says heal and damage. Mm-hmm. When you take damage, add the number of damage that he hits you for, and then click the damage button, and then I'll automatically subtract it.
Okay, so he gave me 17 damage, right?
So the first one was 13 points, and then he hit you again with another 12 points. So 25 in total, but you just hit the ground after that second hit as the weight and force of this Arc Knight is just too much. That's why they always travel like this. Alright. So that's going to be Arc Knight's turn. It is the guard's turn. They turn to a now somewhat in fear and card floating Kimmy, as she knows full well what's about to happen. And this one. Put it in there. Alright. As both now with spears pointing towards this individual. If you think I would go down so easily, you would be wrong. As the hand waves and one of the cards begins to dissipate. She disappears. And that's all she has left. Leodon, Bura, Citra, you begin to notice that your friends are not coming out as fast as you think they do, and you heard a large scream upstairs.
Oh, crap. Great. We can't do it. Oh,
So-
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So, it is Leodon's turn. What are you doing?
What can I even do?
We know there's 2 windows.
I'll look to the others. You go around to the other side and check to see if Dante's on the other window. I'm going back in. And I'm gonna take my hat off, take my jacket off, and cast Disguise Self to turn myself into an elf.
Okay. How do you intend to get back in?
Is the entrance barred or full of guards?
I mean, as far as you are aware, there are now guards beginning to run down this way, towards you guys. And disguising yourself, yes, there are none that are too exactly sure as to what they're looking for, aside from the descriptions from the room, so you managed to pass by easily.
Well, if I could just get in through the front, if I'm not being barred in any way, I would like to try and go back towards that latch.
Oh, sorry. So which latch are you looking for?
The one that Dante is near, the one that we came up in, assumedly.
That is not a latch. That is still a floor.
Ah,
Sorry.
beans.
That's just that's just my my unfortunate dwarven forge limitations.
No.
Yep.
I thought I had a plan. I didn't have a plan. I lied.
Either climb up the opposite window or
I could, I guess.
you could throw me.
Oh god, I don't think I'm that strong.
Doing?
Where is the entrance that we were led to get to this place? Is it just that door that those guards came in through?
I mean, it's still way far down the street, but it would take you a bit of time to get back.
Stupid idea. Is there a barrel and a plank near us?
I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff all
can
along
climb
the
back up.
street that
Oh,
is
you're gonna
just-
launch him?
Yeah.
Yep. I mean,
It's gonna be really weird for an elf man to just enter through a window.
then he can launch one of us through the window.
I mean, you could still climb. You'd be doing it at half movement, but you could still climb.
But it's only
Yeah.
20 feet, so whoever has more than that.
I mean, I could either climb or we can do the plank thing.
Oh boy, I think I might. Fuck.
You gotta make a decision now. Come on.
Okay. I'm going to try and climb the other side of the thing
The other window?
to the other window.
All right. I'm gonna say, as you run around, even at full speed, I'm assuming you're dashing. As you run around and you climb up to the other side of this building, and you will get just up to the window as you're kind of poking your head through the window as if like not a not a person wouldn't notice as this random elf man just appears out of the window. All right, is that all you're
I
gonna
think
do?
that's all I can do if I'm dashing.
All right, so that's gonna be the end of Leadon's turn.
Climbing.
What are you doing? All right.
What?
You having just come down, you go and just hop on the wall and you get 1 foot in front of the other as you climb at half speed. You do make it to the top and just right into the window as you see there are 3 armed guards and an arc knight standing over Dante.
What? Oh, crap. Great. Just perfect. Oh. No, I'll save that for later. I'm manning my turn.
Okay. Citra, you're up.
Okay. What I think she's gonna try to do is she's gonna try to climb, but not fully, but just enough so that she can get an angle on the window. And the nearest guard she can see, she's gonna cast Chill Touch.
Wait,
Okay.
wait, what did you cast?
Chill Touch. It's 120 feet.
Heal touch for one of the guards?
Chill Touch. It's
Oh.
necrotic damage.
Oh, okay. I thought you said heal touch. I'm like, wait, what?
No.
That,
No.
that's, I was gonna say that's some Goku's shit right there.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be nice
so,
to us.
As you get up towards the window, as you're kind of squaring yourself into the window, as you see one of the guards and the Arc Knight.
All
in
right, she's
front of
gonna
you.
cast it on the Arc Knight to get his attention off of Dante.
All right. Go ahead and
Oh, 23.
Woo! A 23 to attack. Okay. That does beat the guard.
Let's see. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, cool. Yeah, it's just gonna do the damage. That'd be 4 points of necrotic damage.
4?
Yeah. And it can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. Until then, the hand clings to the target.
Okay. As he gets poof, as the Arc Knight looks towards you, you can see under the helm are these glowing red eyes deep beneath.
She is.
So Samael has friends.
Citra is incredibly stressed.
I need you to make a wisdom saving
Yes, sir.
throw.
18.
Hey.
All right. In your self of self, you're still holding, but something is scratching at the back of your mind at the wall. But it's holding it together at this point. All right. That will be Citra's turn. It's now the Arc Knight. And
We're trying to give you an opening, Leo.
as he comes and he outstatures you, and probably is as tall as Leo as he.
Yeah, Citra's only 5'6" if you include the horns, so.
Yeah, he sees you both and is like, "This will be fun." As he's going to take one swing at you, Bora, and then one swing at you, Citra. All right. So Bora, that's going to be an 11.
Shit.
11 to hit.
That's a miss. Miss.
Okay.
Oh.
And Citra. Citra, that is going to be an 18
Yeah, that
to
definitely
hit.
hits.
Oof.
All right. As you get, as you raise his sword in posture, as the blade gleams off of it, recovering, he plunges his blade towards Citra as you feel it just glide across your clavicle and then rip back with blood.
Yeah, and she definitely screams.
on
Yep.
the floor. Yep. You are you're high stress
Is
right
she?
now.
Does she fall
All
out
right.
the window, or is she in? I don't know what she's in right now. Is she like in the sill?
No, you're holding on. This doesn't
Okay.
move you. Like it won't physically
I just want to make sure
move
I knew
you.
what I was
But
doing.
it does
Okay,
hurt.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, and
Oh, how many points of damage? Sorry.
that's gonna be 11 points of damage. Sorry.
That ain't good.
Yep. Sorry, I forgot to add his bonus. And as he is now interested in the friends of this Samael. All right, so that's going to be the end of Arc Knight. It is now the guard's turn. This guard notices you, Leo, as he's coming over to you, and then these guards are now surrounding you both as they begin to point their spears down towards you guys. You are all under arrest. and they're gonna hold their stance as you keep hearing more and more guards as they begin to move. That, with the end of that, Dante, I need you to make a death saving throw. So roll a d20 and let me know what the number is.
Oh no.
You fail 2 of your death saves. Due to it being a natural 1. I'm sorry. Alright. So, that's going to be the end of Dante. Leodon, it is now your turn. There is a guard standing in front of you, spear out.
God, I see Dante bleeding out. Oh. I'm gonna look up at Bruh and Citra and gauge reactions.
They're currently being surrounded by an Arc Knight and 2 guards. Yeah.
Well, shit. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Fuck it. Leo will raise his hands.
Okay. As you come through the window and you raise your hands, your form, do you drop your form or do you keep it?
I might as well drop my form now.
Yep. As the...
Please, he's hurt. Just
Alright.
staunch the bleeding or something.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Persuasion. Excellent.
got
Natural
this.
20.
Nice.
I told you you got this.
Alright. This guard, seeing you surrender this easily and kind of sees that you're a relatively good guy.
Aw.
He reaches into his pouch and he holds what looks like to be a bottle with red liquid in it. Alright. Burra, what are you doing?
So, are we all surrendering?
Leo is.
It's either that or we die.
Yeah, he's not a fool. He knows when to quit. Fuck.
Alright. As
Great. Just he puts his
You-
hands.
lower your blade. Yep. Alright. That being the end. Citra, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw
Oh,
with
man.
disadvantage.
Well,
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Okay. Citra, you are in an immeasurable amount of pain. The cut from your clavicle, the blood, the stress. Your heart is rapidly beating.
Uh-oh.
As you see, almost as if not to give up, you see as Citra's eyes begin to glow a deep golden shine. Citra, I'm taking your player
for it.
sheet.
Oh.
Mine now.
Oh.
As you see from the window this tiefling beginning to glow a deep gold. Between the horns, you see a halo ring begin to appear. as two large golden wings burst from her back.
It's too heavy.
Yep. As it does, I need Bura, all those guards, and yeah, just everyone in this immediate vicinity. I need them all to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma save.
Oh no, wait, Constitution. Yeah, Constitution. Guard 1 fails. Guard 2 fails. And Arc Knight with a natural 1.
Oh shit.
And what was
17.
Bura? 17? As you see as this light beginning to shine, you immediately cover your hands over your glasses and you pull them tight as this large flash of light hits the entire room. As this form now, and you can see all the guards are disoriented and unclear as the stick races overhead to one of the guards. Leave me alone! And each gonna make an attack. It's gonna be a natural 20.
Ooh.
What is the damage for bow staff?
If double held, it is 1d6 plus 2. If it's that's what single-handed. Double-handed is 1d8 plus 2.
Okay. So it's gonna be 20 points on this one guard as it cracks him over the head, and you hear a large snap as this guard onto the ground. And it's going to go over towards Dante. As it does, this Arc Knight's going to try and make an attack on you with disadvantage because he's blinded. No! As the blade whips wildly around. Citra, or whatever this form is, reaches down and picks up Dante. And now looking at this random guard in fear of what the fuck is this? That is going to be the end of Citra.
Citra's turn, not the end of Citra, but yeah.
Nope. This is the entity. Alright, this one being blinded is going to try and just wave the blade around wildly. And it's gonna aim for one of his guards, which hits, and then you, Bura, which also hits. So, Bura,
What's the damage?
you take... You take 7 points of slashing damage. This card takes 14 points of slashing damage as the guard is hit over to the side and just and the Arc Knight is going to try end of his turn. Fortunately, no, he's still blinded. And that's going to be the end of his turn. This guard can't see, so he's not doing anything. This guard is currently in fear of the entity that Citra is. Dante, I need you to make one last death saving throw. So roll me a d20.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh, Our Lady in Silver, please help me. Yes!
All right.
Nice.
So you succeed one of your death saving throws. You live for another round. All right. Leo, as you are in the window, kind of both with the guard, surprised at what Citra is. What do you do?
He pulled out that potion, didn't he?
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach out for the potion.
Okay. It's not like he's resisting. He is in awe of an individual in front of him as you grab hold of it.
I'm going to rush over to Dante. And I'm going to force feed him the potion.
As you rush over, you see as this version of Citra trails you violently. As the bow staff begins to lurch back.
I have one hand up, and I just have the potion in my hand. Please, Citra. It's me, Leo. I don't know what's happening, but we need to go.
Get us out.
I'm gonna slowly lower to a knee and uncork the potion and force feed it to Dante.
Look.
Alright, Dante. Yep. Dante, as suddenly there is a warmth in you that begins to kind of shine, and you come back to consciousness with how much healing? This is a normal healing potion, so it's 2d. Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Okay, so 2d4s.
It's Leodon's roll because he's the one administering. Yep.
Hang on. How do I roll custom dice in D&D Beyond?
Click the bottom left, and you see the little D20, and you go to the D4.
Yeah.
If the amount of times you click the button, it'll add how many dice, and you just hit roll.
There we go. It's going to be 9 points of healing. Good ass potion right there.
So Dante, you wake up with 9 points to your name. So go ahead and put 9 in that health bar and then click heal.
9. Oh, did I do something wrong?
Hit 9 and then click heal.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be at the top. Top, not damage.
Okay, apply damage. Okay.
Alright. And Dante, you wake up with this glowing Citra standing over you, and Leodon pulling back a bottle as you are coming awake, your wounds slowly closing from the initial attack. Alright, Buddha, it is now your turn.
What the hell's going on?
You're just as surprised as everyone else. And 2 blind people.
This is supposed to be easy.
So, are there any guards left?
There are the blind guard, the blind Arc Knight, and one of the guards that has kind of just lost all confidence in this fight.
I'm wondering if we can like hold one of them not hostage, but just hold them, like take one of them so we can interrogate them to get more information out of them.
This is probably not the place to do that. And also considering that an Arc Knight is here, you can tell that's not going to be an easy task.
Alright, so that means we're gonna take out the Arc Knights. So so I'm assuming the Arc Knight is the only one blind. Is still.
No, the guard and the Arc Knight are blind.
Well, this kind of dishonorable, but fuck it, backstab.
Okay. Make an attack with advantage. Or, let me see.
Blind, right?
Attack roll.
Yeah?
Yeah, you could leave.
Yep.
I mean, he's gonna be blind for a few turns, and he's going,
He has to keep making a check at the end of his turn to...
and we have
the
to
blindness.
get the chick out as well.
She's gone.
Chick's
She
gone.
fucking ditched me.
Oh, she ditched us?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
pulled out a card and then it's just like, see ya, and then teleported out.
Just
There
Yeetus
w-
Completus, bye.
Nah, if we're doing that, then ice. But you guys are still here. Unplug my headset. You guys are still here, so, and I can't really fuck it. Backstab it on night. Just stick with the plan. Just
Alright.
stick with the plan.
So, attack with advantage
Hit
because
DC?
he is blind. You won't know
No,
until
I'm
you
just
attack.
saying, like hit it on beyond. Yeah.
Yeah. So, make your
All
attack.
right, 15.
One more?
And do I do another one?
Yeah.
16.
Alright. So, that will just hit as you see right under the plates a very obvious weak point as you go in and stab. So go ahead and roll damage.
All right, so 1d8 or let's see.
There will be a box for damage that you can just
They're
click.
both slashing, so I'll just going to click on. All right, 3.
3 points. Okay.
Do I roll again?
No, because
Okay,
you
just
already made
wanted
your
to make
attack.
sure. I'm new playing.
Yeah.
I'm new.
You're not.
I'm new to
you're
playing.
not, you're not at your. You're not at your double
Yeah.
attacks yet. You're still level
Yet.
3. Yeah. All right. So that'll be the end of Brura.
Eh.
It is now Citra, as this entity comes in and still grabbing Dante. Dante, as you're being lifted up, you see as it begins to walk over towards one of the windows with Dante in hand.
Tow me over.
Yeah, and get down out of the window and land. And then it's coming back up. And seeing as this Arc Knight is kind of just still in fear of it. Run. Yeah. And that'll be the end. It is now the Arc Knight's turn. You can see as he's still trying to, get his eyesight back in order, he manages to start calming down a bit. Expend his turn to try and overcome it. This could be... Nope. Still no. As he's still trying to, hold it all together. So now the guard's turn. Guard. 6. This guard still doesn't know where anybody is. He's gonna remain standing and blinded. Leo, it is now your turn.
Oh man. So the Arc Knight is still blind? Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna look to Citra, I'm gonna look to Bura. I'm gonna look at that guard that just started running, and I'm gonna go after him. I'm just gonna be trailing behind him. I'm gonna.
You're not too far. Bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah. You
I'm
run
gonna
up to
look
him.
to. I'm gonna look to. Bura and just sort of tilt my head towards the exit and give him a look like, let's go.
Okay. So, I will consider this a slight free round until the end of the Arknight's turn. Bora, do you wish to disengage with the enemy?
I really want to kill the Arknight, dude. I really do.
It's just a suggestion.
I mean, after your efforts, he's still not going down. He's not going down easy.
I mean, he fucking took me out in 2 blows.
We were told not to fuck with these knights.
Just
I
a
can't even.
suggestion.
I know. It's a suggestion, but it's. Fucking. No, he's like. Damn it! I'll never get to use my blade for get. I'll never get to use this blade. And that, well, technically he did, but he's just talking about killing. He just books it with Leo.
All right. So you. Six. Here. Citra's going out the window.
Jump out the window.
It's all she does is jump.
All right. All right. So. Arknight still failed his Constitution
Damn.
check, by the way.
What the fuck
She
is
hit
this
him
DC?
hard.
I am. No, he's just rolling like really low, and so like he just rolled a 12 on his check, which is still not enough. So as he's still kind of wildly like waggling around, all the guards are now beginning to focus on the Arknight, waiting for his leadership. And with that, combat is over. You guys escape.
Close call.
Well,
Damn, I made some dumb decisions.
hey, you lived.
Live to tell another tale.
We succeeded, technically. It might not have
Fail-
felt like it, but we did what
fails
we set
also
out to
add.
do.
Yeah, fails also add to the story, so don't ever feel bad for it.
I failed successfully.
It's like
I got real scared there with the death save, though.
Same! That
because-
one hurt.
I did my prayer. That's how I got it through.
You did well.
Okay. So, where are we at? As all of you begin to slowly escape, Citra, as you're currently running, with Dante kind of pulling you in hand as all of you begin to try and reconverge in the district.
Okay.
The entertainment district
Is she
on
running
high
as
alert.
an entity at this time?
It's kind of beginning to kind of fall off, like the wings are beginning to disperse and the eyes slowly return back and the halo begins to
Just
dissipate.
also, because if that's the case, if she's starting to come back forward, she's actively still running, but she is crying.
Yeah. As all of you make it well into the entertainment district, you trying your best to avoid guards. I'm gonna have you all make a stealth check.
Cool. With disadvantage for me.
6.
Yep.
Where's my stuff?
Oh.
20.
All right.
Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Oh, 14 either way.
Oh,
Or
Our Lady
15
in Silver.
rather.
Okay. So more successes than fails, as you guys blend back into the city and make your way into a couple of alleyways, and managing to catch your breath. City begins to hear its echoes of worry. Today has been a very vicious day for Killicksmire. All of you catching your breath.
Oh, that could have gotten worse.
Okay. Alright, is Citra with us now?
Citra seems to be as herself now. The wings are gone. She is actively crying and shaking, still bleeding. But she's still there, consciously.
Okay. Okay, can you tell us what the hell was that?
And she flinches.
Citra? Are you alright?
I don't know.
Can I roll insight?
Sure.
Useless.
12.
You can definitely tell Citra is not 100%. However, that the person you saw inside that room was not Citra. You can tell it was a far more volatile creature. But this is your Citra, right before you.
I would tell you if I could. I don't know what's going on.
Either way, you saved us back there. Thanks.
It saved us back there.
Dante walks up. Hey, it's fine, whatever that was. It saved me somehow. And Leo, of course you too.
I tried. I was banking on Alouise getting us out of prison when I surrendered, but I guess we don't have a use for that now. We need to find a place to lay low.
Yeah, good plan.
Any ideas? Dante, you seem to have a lay of the city better than any of us.
Oh, well, it seemed like old Maurice takes a lot of my kind at his cafe, so don't want to bring this trouble back to Auntie June. So I guess we'll head there?
Guess we're finally going to get some breakfast.
It's nighttime.
It's now beginning to hit
Yep.
the nighttime at this hour. As you guys carefully hobbling your way back to the Valfor Square, as you enter the square and you see what is the low yellow lights kind of pouring out of La Noire. And as you enter, you see a very hospitable Maurice as he looks at all of you. Ah, I see all of you have made it back. Oof, and a little more worse for wear, but nothing that we can't clean up. Oh, and Dante.
Yeah, Maurice.
He looks towards the corner. As he looks towards the corner, you see 3 individuals. A dwarf woman, a minotaur, and a tabaxi. These are your familiar friends. In fact, this is your former crew. This is Helbram Thunderlock, the dwarven woman. Menos Yag, the minotaur man. And Gala Wayland, the tabaxi girl. So they all sit there and they've kind of... Dante! And they all begin to kind of surround you and looking at the rest, and see as Helbram, as she comes up to about your waist, and she's like, "Ha! I knew you'd make it out, you old dog!" And Menos, as he comes over and he's putting hands on your shoulder, "No, they didn't do anything too bad to you, now did they? My goodness, you look very scrawny right now. You aren't changing your face to somebody scrawny, are you? That'd be very bad." you gotta look tough. And of course, Gala is all like, I'm just glad you are okay. Looking at the other two.
Always gotta keep a silver smile on your face, am I right?
And usually in uniform to the silver smile is basically everyone kind of puts their hands up to their face, almost as if to show a smile. And Gala, she looks at the rest of them. By the way, the best description, Hellbram. She has long electric yellow hair with certain adornments that kind of come along with them, with deep amber eyes. She wears much like what Dante is wearing, only except in their own fashion and color, and they are like, it's a lot more heavily armored set, and what looks like to be several little lock-picking tools along the belt side. Menos, still, once again, much like Dante, only except more bare-chested and with these thick leather straps before it fans out to these waistcoats and these very large horns, large blackened horns, and the graying black fur kind of almost having some gray parts that kind of just come out a little into the chin. And you can definitely tell he doesn't carry any weapons, but his hands look worked. Gala, with a very cheetah-like pattern design with these very bright green eyes, and this is not like the other three where keeps everything light, very light armor, thin chainmail, and what seemingly are these two blades on each side of the hips, and as well as what looks like to be ear piercings that kind of just go up and along each ear on top of the head. So you've made some friends, Dante?
Yeah, these are my buddies. We got out of the sand dunes together.
We had heard that you got processed to the dunes, except, interestingly enough, for somebody else. And kind of looking at you, knowing full well.
Yeah. We need to find out who this guy is. Change his face to the face I was arrested in.
Yeah.
And then changes back again. We'll get to that in a little bit, but right now, a lot of us are kind of just got out of our own little kerfuffle.
Yeah, we can see that. As Gala, Menos, and Helbram all kind of begin to introduce themselves to the rest of the party. As they all begin to shake your hands, Menos kind of just like one large hand takes your entire arm, shaking it. We are so glad that you managed to protect one of our own. The Silver Smile will be sure to give you something in return for such a valuable asset to our organization.
Aw, they like me.
Oh, I mean, these are your friends that you've ran with for years, and subsequently, as they are meeting your friends as well. And each one kind of taking their turn as everyone kind of stands back. And Maurice, I think it would be best if I close up shop for a little while. Yeah, who would like some curry and coffee?
Me.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
Well then, I'll leave you all to your privacy while I make your meals. And he begins to walk towards the back and, to the front first, closing the blinds, and then walking towards the back to start cooking. And each of you begin to sit down. So, and as Gala begins to speak up, we received word that Hassan has gotten your message, Dante, and he is more than happy to have a discussion with you once things have cooled off within the city, which I don't think is happening anytime soon.
Figured. He's always been the most safe when it comes to stuff like this.
Yes. I mean, Hassan is probably our most valued asset ever since he came to Wallenstein, but if you would know anything that might pertain to your situation, I'd bank on it. Anyways, what's happening with all of you? It seems like you've got hit by 100 wheelbarrows, really.
Well, first we're trying to find this guy named the Stonemaker. And then we tried to save this lady, but she disappeared. Got into a fight with some knights and an arch knight, or whatever. And
Another Arc
whatever.
Knight.
Yeah.
And-
Who's really worse for wear is my question.
I'm sorry?
Like, is Dante okay? Like we're...
Dante does
Yeah.
not look okay. Dante
Citra,
Dante
as he's talking, Citra just quietly holds her hand onto his shoulder and casts Cure Wounds on him.
Alright. And your wounds begin to seal up and heal over.
That is 8 points of damage more.
8 points?
Or
8
points of
Sorry,
healing.
damage. Wow,
Yes.
I'm tired.
Okay.
Inflict wounds.
Oh, back to normal self. Okay. Well, anyway, I almost died, but you know what to know. And now we're here.
And Helbram, as she comes up. Oh, fuck. Seems like you have, quite an adventure. Straight out of good old the Penance Dunes, which I'm a little curious how'd you manage to break out of that, Penapitacom. And suddenly you're hunting for the Stonemaker as well. Fuck. I wouldn't start poking that with a 30-foot long fucking pole, honestly.
Well, you gotta make some deals to get out of hard places like the dunes, you know?
Listen, as far as we're aware, you're still with the Silver Smile, but we also don't want to pull you away from any other obligations. As Menos kind of leans over, you come back to us when you're ready, yes?
Okay. And you know I will. But I just gotta know one thing. Did you guys get the vase?
Ah! And they all kind of laugh together. And Helbram speaks up. Oh yeah, we managed to get the vase, and also on top of that, distribute it down to the lower slums so that way people can start drinking clean fucking water. None of those damn people within the Valfor are just doing anything for the city. I feel like now with this whole Stonemaker problem, it's only going to make matters worse. More guards are being put out onto the streets. Arc Knights are scouring everywhere for this Stonemaker. But, and you begin to see as the three kind of look at each other, we might know where he is.
Oh, thank our lady in silver. So he is who we've been looking for all day.
So, they're all thinking collectively, thinking that there's going to be a take in this.
All right. It's not like I almost died twice or anything. I'm gonna take out my gold pouch and I'm gonna hand them all 30 gold.
And all of them, it's gonna cost you 90 gold pieces. As they all kind of stack away some of the gold and pocket it, and they're all laughing. All right. Meadows, tell her what you know. Or tell him what you know. Well, as far as we have heard, a little bit towards the eastern front of Killicksmire was his old workshop, a massive place where he would bring in giant stone slabs in order to do his work. However, as far as people thought, he went missing, and that place has been wiped clean. But I hear there is a secret room beneath one of his main foyer tables, and I've kept an eye on it a couple of times. I've seen something move in that workshop. I'm betting that he is still at that workshop, just hiding beneath it, and nobody has noticed yet.
All right, we can do with this information.
And all of them kind of leaning back. All right, well, business set aside, I think it's time for us to kind of rest our feet and fill our stomachs, as noticing Maurice come out with a couple of plates of food and drink and laying it down in front of each and every one of you. As the night comes to a close, or as this part of the night comes to a close, and all of you managing to rest up, you have a headway. You still get the sense and feeling that not everything is right as it should be. But in this slight moment, there's peace. It is the calm before the storm. And that is where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's episode.
Spicy episode.
I was not emotionally prepared to possibly make another character.
Oh, no. We weren't going to let you die that easy.
Is it because I'm so cool?
It's because Dante's adorable.
I can't control what you guys do. I had set up this battle to be relatively, let's bust through them and get away from the Arknight, but I'll discuss that a little bit later. So, that being said, we're going to go ahead, do some relatively quick announcements, and then go ahead and head on off. So, I'll start. In case you guys may have not been following along, hi, I'm Aaron. I'm otherwise known as Yarshian. I'm currently over here on Roll for Damage as Ignis Brimlight for the Scales Above campaign, which will be returning back relatively soon. I think it's this upcoming week for me. And also on top of that, I am Enoch Solomon over on the Balkanist Necro Hunt campaign, which is going to be wrapping up very, very soon with Joe Cat and Shelby and Davy and Cammy Cat. So if you guys are interested in checking out those, by all means. Currently over on the channel, I've posted the first video of the month. It is me and Joe Cat fucking around in Final Fantasy XIV. He's taking me all the way through the MSQ of A Realm Reborn, all the way up to Stormblood, where we will continue our adventure on from there. Those are streamed every Saturday. Currently, our time is not a thing. it's a mystery. We just stream when it happens, but it's going to be on Saturdays. And then, I'm still trying to play with more people on Final Fantasy 14. I'm just getting back into it, and I'm loving every moment. And also, on top of that, in case you might have not known, over on the Patreon, Patreon supports a lot of the stuff that I do, including the show and everything else. I am posting more stuff on the Patreon, including for the D6 campaign. On Wednesdays when we upload the VODs, I'm also releasing the podcast version for patrons first on the Patreon on Wednesdays when the VOD goes live on YouTube. So if you're interested in becoming a patron, it is starting at $2 and then up from there. And also, on top of that, in case you guys may not have heard from a recent update from our friends over at Fables, I was on an Alien one-shot campaign that's going to be coming out very soon. It has Carmichael, who is the director of Corridor Digital's D&D game, or the showrunner, and as well as Jake from Vsauce will be there. Yeah, dang. Jake from Vsauce. As well as Carmichael's beloved Allie, and then also another friend of ours. I'm sorry, I apologize, I keep forgetting. So if you guys are interested, keep an eye out over at the Fables YouTube channel, and also watch the update. I'm in it, sitting next to Jake. It's weird. And then also there will be a video later out in February, as I'm going to be posting monthly at this point. There will be a video talking about Belcranal and his mentality. I am almost done writing this out. I'm going to be spending a lot of time doing the editing work for it. I really look forward to posting that. So keep an eye out. And I think that's it from me. I will let Blue take it away. Across the table, as
I'm
usual.
Blue Casanate. I am playing Citra, your little monk that threw a surprise at you today. I really don't have any kind of updates. I do stream usually in the evenings if you want to see some art. I will not be ever explaining spoilers. You guys are just going to have to wait for the episodes to come out. Other than that, my commission slots are still currently open. That's basically all I can state. And if you want to find me, I'm Blue Casanate over on Twitter. Same thing on Twitch. And I'm going to toss this over to our friend Connor over here.
Hey, I'm Connor, also known as Distortion Devil. I play Leodon Farcloud, your Furbolg Ranger. They can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/Distortion Devil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am also a part of the Unexpectables, a campaign that is, after 4 long years, finally in its last throes here. So
4 years, wow.
Yeah, be sure to check that out. We're gonna likely we're gonna make it to 200 episodes, and then who knows. Yes, that's happening on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time over on twitch.tv/TheUnexpectables. Also check out my DM's Guild, where I am releasing 5th edition homebrew content, including the Warpath Barbarian, a barbarian subclass inspired by movies like Die Hard and John Wick. It allows you to add your rage bonus to your ranged weapon attacks and other crowd clearing goodies. Yeah. And I think that's it for me.
All right. And next up is Jade.
Hi, I'm Jade the Firefox. You can also find me as Desiree Pleitner on Twitter.com. You can find me under Jade the Firefox on Tumblr and Instagram. I am also currently in the throes of doing a couple commissions for a couple of small-time DJs, but unfortunately my commissions are closed at the moment. But other than that, I'm not doing much besides working as usual.
All right. And last but not least, my good friend
this is
Daito.
Daito Madachi, also Broad Wason, the Half-Orc Samurai. I'm just
doing a lot of work this week, but hopefully next week I should start uploading episodes to my YouTube channel again, starting with Kakion Graphic Connoisseur and a Jolta animation that will be releasing February 9th, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm looking
I still have to
it. You know I'm looking forward
I have
to it.
I have to make a tiny bit of revisions here and there, but yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to get my hands on it tonight. All right. So, that being said, no other pressing matters?
Nope.
All right. So, that, I'm going to head off. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with us. We love you so very much. And as always, see you next Sunday.
Yep.
Bye.
See you, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Later.